Peggy 16.
Hello and welcome to a new Arma 3 developer diary. A couple of weeks ago we revealed Laws of War DLC. And in this video we'd like to talk a bit more about the special package as we stand ready to release. So in this video we'd like to explore the theme of the DLC, talk a bit more about the content on offer, and think about what it means to offer a new perspective on the battlefield.
The Laws of War DLC is the first project by our small new Amsterdam development studio with tremendous support from our Czech and Thai colleagues. The Laws of War refer to a set of rules that aim to preserve human dignity in armed conflict. They impose certain limitations on the way war can be conducted. A primary goal is to protect those who are most vulnerable, such as civilians, but also others who can no longer participate directly in hostilities. You might also know them as International Humanitarian Law, or IHL for short, or the Law of Armed Conflict, or Jus in Bello. The Geneva Conventions are perhaps the most well-known treaties.
Really, it comes down to just a few basic rules of combat. The first is maybe the most obvious: only engage combatants or fighters. Secondly, don't attack anything other than military targets, which means places like hospitals or schools are typically off limits. Thirdly, spare civilians and respect their property. And finally, armed forces should limit destruction to what military necessity requires. Maybe by way of example, a cluster strike on a civilian town. There may be a high-value target there, but that would generally be an IHL violation.
In terms of how it translates into the game, it means we're adding a humanitarian faction, vehicles and other related assets into the Arma 3 sandbox. With these, we explore the topic of the laws of war, with a particular focus on mines and other explosive remnants of war in a single-player mini-campaign. All in all, with this DLC, we wanted to explore a different perspective on the battlefield. At the same time, we wanted to make sure our players and content creators have meaningful new additions that they can use and experience. And of course, we hope this will increase awareness of this complicated and critical aspect of warfare.
At the heart of the DLC is a new humanitarian faction, IDAP. IDAP stands for International Development and Aid Project, a fictional multinational NGO which specializes in rapidly responding to humanitarian disasters. It plays a leading role in promoting and protecting the laws of war.
The new faction is composed of IDAP branded character gear and clothing, vehicles and lots of decorative objects. There are various aid worker outfits, including those that are suited to specialized IDAP roles such as the EOD specialist. Other than that, there's things like new vests, helmets, bags, tents and furniture, medical objects, food bags, emergency blankets, stretchers, something we